camera is where that buck was standing. When he took off, I was literally on top of the rock. He was right next to the bottom of that rock. He finally walked away from the rock. And I decided to pass on him. Only because he looks like a really good 2-year-old. He's actually just barely legal. That one side has one point. You have to have 3 sides up. And he just had that crab claw on the right side that made him legal. If he didn't have that, he wouldn't have been legal to shoot. But if he made it this far in flintlock season, he'll probably make it through till next year. And there's a half rack, 3-point or 4-point. He bedded down right in front of me. I just come up over these rocks. I've killed deer by sneaking up over these rocks, catching them bedded right here in these rocks. So I just happened to just catch a glimpse of antler. And when I did that, he looked up. He could hear me up there. But I knew there was another deer down here because I could hear a lot of noise. I was hoping there'd be a doe, but there wasn't. They were just kind of hanging out here. And I could tell where he was because he was like coughing or sneezing. And he was making a lot of noise walking over these rocks and sticks. So that other one, I was literally, it looks a lot farther in the camera, but he was only 10 yards from me at the closest, straight down below me. So that was pretty cool. I've never seen that buck before. That's a great thing about late season. You see deer you've never seen since October, or even into August, September, through trail cameras. Never seen that buck before. I have seen 4 buck today so far, and it's amazing. Yesterday I saw 2 legal buck. Today I saw a spike, a 4-point, a 3-point, and that 8-point. And I only seen 1 legal buck all rifle season, and already in 2 days, in the 2nd week of the flintlock season, or into the 3rd week, I see 3 legal bucks in 2 days. I can see him right now. He's just walking away. I bumped a buck. He ran right out this way, and then here comes another buck straight down over. And I just literally an hour ago was up there where that buck just came from. These deer, it's just, I'm telling you guys, you have to be out there in late season. If you think deer season is over when rifle season ends, you're missing some of the best hunting is towards the end. And it's great because there's nobody in the woods, and I'm just walking around, circling around. I don't have to wear orange. Now, I do have brown on, so if I was hunting more of a populated area where I knew there was other people, maybe I would wear a little bit of orange, but so people would see me. But with a flintlock, in this late season, I mean, you're not going to be shooting much past 30-40 yards for most of your shots. When you're wood hunting like this, you just have to walk around, sneak around, and you'll find them. I never seen that buck before either, so it's so weird. I never got pictures of any of these bucks that I'm seeing. It just shows you that deer have, different ranges through different times of the year. You usually always see your hit list buck disappear when deer season comes. Well, probably because every year he goes maybe a mile or two away and then hangs out until after the season. They don't know the season's over, but like January, February comes, they come back and they'll hang out there the rest of the year. They're only in those other places during the rut. So these are deer that, I had my trail camera out late this year and I wasn't getting any pictures until the rut. So I would imagine probably these deer were back on here earlier this year. And if I would have had my trail camera out, I probably would have got pictures of them. But this is awesome. I didn't think there was going to be anything for next year. I wasn't seeing any legal bucks. Now all of a sudden seeing some nice bucks. So that's awesome. Awesome. And I just want to let that deer go because he's small. I mean, I would rather shoot a small little doe than shoot a good 2-year-old buck where he can become a monster next year. It's not about the antlers, it's about deer management, getting a good, healthy, big buck population. So many does. You don't need to shoot all the bucks. There's not that many bucks around. So many does need shot. So there's some does that will put that buck to shame weight-wise. If I could shoot one of them, I'd shoot one of them over him any day. Or a little doe. But I got 2 tags left. One doe tag and one buck or doe tag. When in the late season in Pennsylvania, you can use your buck tag for a doe only with your flintlock in the late after Christmas season. So I could shoot a buck or a doe, but I plan on filling 2 doe tags just because there's just way too many doe. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind, is even where it's logged out, these deadfalls, these bucks love to bed in that stuff. And the smaller bucks, you probably wouldn't be able to see their points. But that buck, he's got big enough points, and you have to be able to pick that antler out over against just a stick. But he's laying right there and he's just slowly turning back and forth, scanning. I just flushed a bunch of turkeys right beside me. He never even stood up. He just keeps slowly turning his head now and then, just watching. I'm gonna sneak out of here so I don't bump him, and I'm just leaving. There's no doe, the sun's setting, no need to bump that buck. So I'm just gonna try to sneak out of here, and I'll come back another day. I've never had that happen. That's the same buck. 3 days in a row I've hunted. 3 days in a row I've been within 25 yards of that deer. I just never had that happen where I literally snuck up on the same buck 3 times in 3 days of hunting, all within almost bow range each time. I've seen that buck, I could have killed him easily. This time, he was just standing in the woods, just standing there, and I'm walking, and he's just standing there, and he's like 25 yards. I don't get it. It just, but he just took off running. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing like brown and stuff that the deer think maybe I'm another animal and they're not as scared. I have no idea. But it's just crazy how I just haven't seen hardly any bucks the entire rifle season that were even more than, spikes and 1 6-point. But I mean, he's gonna be nice next year if he makes it through. Only a week and a half of the season left.